Hello and welcome to Mind Your Business. I'm Stephen Meadows. In today's Hidden Gem, I want to talk a little bit about a SWOT analysis. Now, I'm sure many of you probably know what a SWOT is. S-W-O-T. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. But I would venture to guess that most salespeople probably have not done a recent SWOT analysis on themselves. Now, whenever I was in college, we did SWOT analyses on businesses, on business models. I've done them on brokerages. I've done all that, but I've also done them on myself. I actually worked for a company that had us do one on ourselves, and it was fascinating to look into my own way of doing business and to make adjustments and to really just take an honest look at how I do business and where I can improve. So let's break down the SWOT analysis pretty quickly. It's not a hard concept, so I don't want to spend a ton of your time on it, but I think it's important to remember what it's all about. So SWOT, again, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, SWOT. And it's a quadrant. So you draw a box and you put a cross in it. So now you have 4 squares. And in each square, you do strength, weakness, opportunity, threats. And you basically list out those characteristics. Now, a good SWOT analysis is generally centered around a certain topic. So you can just talk about yourself in general, but that might not be helpful. So you might want to say, I need to, let's say I need to get more listings. I'm a real estate agent. I need to get more listings. Let's do a SWOT analysis on maybe the market or my business and how I function within the market, okay? So I'm gonna list my strengths. What am I good at? What do I bring to the table that a customer or a consumer or a client would really see value in? Now, the most paramount thing to remember when dealing with a SWOT analysis is to be honest. It's easy to be honest about your strengths. Say, well, I know I'm good at all this, but weaknesses are a little bit harder. So you need to be able to take a good, honest, hard look at yourself and say, I know I'm good at this. I know I'm not so great at that. So you look at your strengths, you look at your weaknesses, and you figure out where there's a gap. So I'm good at this. I'm not good at that. Maybe there's something in the weakness column that you know is a key to your success in that specific arena. That's something you can focus on, whether it's building a skill, whether it's paying someone else to do it for you, whether it's teaming up with someone who is actually strong at that. The weaknesses will reveal more than the strengths will, I can guarantee you. Now you look at opportunities. Opportunities are more external. So strengths and weaknesses are sort of internal. Opportunities and threats are more, not always, but more external. So we look at opportunities. Where do I have opportunities? Maybe where are there gaps in the market, but also where are there gaps that I might already have a toehold? Like, I really want to get into this niche. Just so happens that I have an in with this group of people, that I can tap into this resource. So those are opportunities that you need to be able to capitalize on. And then threats, generally speaking, are external. Is it competition? Is it shifting market dynamics? Is it a lack of knowledge or not staying up on current knowledge? So you might say, well, that's a weakness. Not necessarily. It might be a certification type thing where I'm okay now, but in 6 months, my knowledge is going to be outdated. That's a threat to me. It's not a fundamental weakness in myself, but it's a threat if I don't keep up with the knowledge. And sometimes a threat can just be your lack of motivation or your lack of desire to make it happen. Some people would say, well, that's a weakness. I guess you could put that in the weakness column as well, but I say a lack of motivation is a threat. It's a threat to your business at all times. It's always going to be a threat. If you're not motivated to succeed, there's nothing anyone can do to make that go away. You have to do it yourself. You're threatening your own business with that issue. So I think you'll find even if you sit down for 5 minutes and do a SWOT analysis, it can be very revealing, and it will show you where you can focus and where you need to maybe get some assistance. If you're really strong in something already, then you don't need to waste time further sharpening that skill, and maybe turn your focus to your weaknesses. Pump opportunities for all they're worth. Go out there and just hammer away at them and try to minimize your threats as much as you possibly can. So I hope that helps. I challenge you all, do a SWOT analysis and find out where are some gaps that you can fill. Hope that helps. Have a wonderful day and make amazing choices.